Hello and welcome back to our Chronological Bible in a Year reading plan. Today is day 210 and we are reading Isaiah 49 through 53. Isaiah 49. Listen to me, O coastlands, and hear, you peoples from afar. Yahuwah has called me from the womb, from my mother's body he has caused my name to be remembered. And he made my mouth like a sharp sword, in the shadow of his hand he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver he hid me. And he said to me, You are my servant, O Israel, in whom I am adorned. And I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for emptiness and in vain. But my right ruling is with Yahuwah, and my work with my Elohim. And now, said Yahuwah, who formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob back to him. Though Israel is not gathered to him, yet I am esteemed in the eyes of Yahuwah, and my Elohim has been my strength. And he says, Shall it be trivial for you to be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to bring back the preserved ones of Israel? And I shall give you as a light to the Gentiles, to be my deliverance to the ends of the earth. Thus said Yahuwah, the Redeemer of Israel, their Kadosh one, which Kadosh means holy or set apart. To the despised, to the loathed one of the nation, to the servant of rulers, sovereigns shall see and arise, rulers also shall bow themselves, because of Yahuwah who is steadfast, the Kadosh one of Israel, and he has chosen you. Thus said Yahuwah, in a favorable time I shall answer you, and in the day of deliverance I shall help you. And I guard you and give you for a covenant of the people, to restore the earth, to cause them to inherit the ruined inheritances, to say to the prisoners, Go out. To those who are in darkness, show yourselves. Let them feed on the ways, and let their pasture be on all bare hills. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither heat or sun strike them, for he who has compassion on them shall lead them, even by fountains of water guide them. And I shall make all my mountains a way, and my highways raised up. See those who come from far away, and see those from the north and the west, and these from the land of Sinim. Sing, O Shamayim, rejoice, O earth, and break out in singing, O mountains, for Yahuwah shall comfort his people and have compassion on his afflicted ones. But Zion says, Yahuwah has forsaken me, and Yahuwah has forgotten me. Would a woman forget her nursing child, and not have compassion on the son of her womb? Though they forget, I never forget you. See, I have inscribed you on the palms of my hands, your walls are always before me. Your sons shall hurry, your destroyers and those who laid you waste depart from you. Lift up your eyes round about and see, all of them gather together and come to you. As I live, declares Yahuwah, you shall put on all of them as an ornament and bind them on you as a bride does. For your wastes and your deserted places and the land of your destruction shall soon be too narrow for the inhabitants, while those who swallowed you up are far away. The sons of your bereavement shall yet say in your ears, The place is too narrow for me, make room for me to live. And you shall say in your heart, Who has brought forth these for me, since I am bereaved and barren, in exile and wandering to and fro? And who reared them? See, I was left alone, from where did these come? Thus said the Adon Yahuwah, which means the Master Yahuwah, See, I lift my hand up to the Gentiles and raise my banner for the peoples, and they shall bring your sons in their arms and your daughters carried on their shoulders. And sovereigns shall be your foster fathers, and their sovereignesses your nursing mothers. They bow down to you with their faces to the earth and lick up the dust of your feet. And you shall know that I am Yahuwah. Those who wait for me shall not be ashamed. Is prey taken from the mighty, and the captives of the righteous delivered? Yet thus said Yahuwah, Even the captives of the mighty are taken away, and the prey of the ruthless is delivered. And I strive with him who strives with you, and I save your children. And I shall feed those who oppress you with their own flesh, and let them drink their own blood as sweet wine. All flesh shall know that I, Yahuwah, am your Savior and your Redeemer, the Elohim of Jacob. Chapter 50. Thus says Yahuwah, Where is the certificate of your mother's divorce whom I have put away? Or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you? Look, you were sold for your wickednesses, and your mother was put away for your transgressions. When I came, why was there no man? When I called, why was there no one to answer? Was my hand too short to redeem, or have I no power to deliver? See, by my rebuke I dry up the sea. I make the rivers a wilderness. Their fish stink, for there is no water, and die of thirst. I clothe the Shamayim with darkness, and I make sackcloth their covering. The Adon Yahuwah has given me the tongue of Talmudim, which is that disciples? Let me look it up. Talmudim real quick. Talmudim, disciples. Okay. The Adon, the Master Yahuwah, has given me the tongue of disciples, that I should know to help the weary with a word. He wakes me morning by morning. He wakes my ear to hear as Talmudim. The Adon Yahuwah has opened my ear, and I was not rebellious, nor did I turn away. I gave my back to those who struck me, and my cheeks to those who plucked out the beard, and I did not hide my face from humiliation and spitting. And the Adon Yahuwah helps me, therefore I shall not be humiliated. So I have turned my face like a flint, and I know that I am not put to shame. Near is he who declares me right. Who would contend with me? Let us stand together. Who is my adversary? Let him come near me. See, the Adon Yahuwah helps me. Who would declare me wicked? See, all of them wear out like a garment, a moth eats them. Who among you is revering Yahuwah, obeying the voice of his servant, and that has walked in darkness and has no light? Let him trust in the name of Yahuwah and lean upon his Elohim. See, all you who light a fire, girding on burning arrows, walk in the light of your fire and in the burning arrows you have lit. From my hand you shall have this. You shall lie down in grief. Chapter 51. Listen to me, you who pursue righteousness, seeking Yahuwah. Look to the rock you were hewn from, and to the hole of the pit you were dug from. Look to Abraham your father, and to Sarah who bore you. For he was alone when I called him, and I barak him, and increased him. For Yahuwah shall comfort Zion, he shall comfort all her waste places. For he makes her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of Yahuwah. Joy and gladness are found in it, thanksgiving and the voice of song. Listen to me, my people, and give ear to me, O my nation. For the Torah goes forth from me, and my right ruling I place as a light to peoples. My righteousness is near, my deliverance shall go forth, and my arms judge peoples. Coastlands wait upon me, and for my arm they wait expectantly. Lift up your eyes to the Shamayim, and look on the earth beneath. For the Shamayim shall vanish like smoke, and the earth wear out like a garment, and those who dwell in it die as gnats. But my deliverance is forever, and my righteousness is not broken. Listen to me, you who know righteousness, a people in whose heart is my Torah. Do not fear the reproach of men, nor be afraid of their revilings. For a moth eats them like a garment, and a worm eats them like wool. But my righteousness is forever, and my deliverance to all generations. Awake, awake, put on strength, O arm of Yahuwah. Awake as in days of old, everlasting generations. Was it not you who cut pride apart and pierced the dragon? Was it not you who dried up the sea, the waters of the great deep, and made the depths of the sea a way for the redeemed to pass over? And let the ransomed of Yahuwah return, and they shall come to Zion with singing, with everlasting joy on their heads. Let them attain joy and gladness, sorrow and sighing shall flee away. I am he who comforts you. Who are you that you should be afraid of man that dies, and of the Son of Man who is made like grass? And you have forgotten Yahuwah your Maker, who stretched out the Shamayim and laid the foundations of the earth. And you continually fear all the day because of the rage of the oppressor, as he is prepared to destroy. And where is the rage of the oppressor? Bowed, he hastens to be loosened, that he should not die in the pit, and that his bread should not fail. But I am Yahuwah your Elohim, stirring up the sea, and its waves roar. Yahuwah of hosts is his name. And I have put my words in your mouth, and with the shadow of my hand I have covered you, to plant the Shamayim and lay the foundations of the earth, and to say to Zion, you are my people. Awake, awake yourself, rise up, O Jerusalem, you who have drunk at the hand of Yahuwah the cup of his wrath. You have drunk the dregs of the cup of reeling, and drained it out. Of all the sons she bore, she has none to guide her, and of all the sons she has brought up, no one strengthens her hand. Both these are coming upon you. Who is sorry for you? Ruin and destruction, scarcity of food and sword. How shall I comfort you? Your sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, like a gazelle in a net. They are filled with the wrath of Yahuwah, the rebuke of your Elohim. Therefore please hear this. You afflicted and drunk, but not with wine. Thus said your Adon, Yahuwah and your Elohim, who pleads the cause of his people. See, I shall take out of your hand the cup of reeling, the dregs of the cup of my wrath. Never again shall you drink it. And I shall put it into the hand of those who afflict you, who have said to your being, bow down, and we pass over you. And you made your back like the ground, and and as the street to walk over. Chapter 52. Awake, awake, put on your strength, O Zion, and put on your garments of splendor, O Jerusalem, the Kadesh city. For no more do the uncircumcised and the unclean come into you. Shake yourself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose yourself from the bonds of your neck, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus said Yahuwah, you have been sold for naught, and you are redeemed not with silver. For thus said the Adon Yahuwah, at first my people went down into Mitzrayim to sojourn there, and Ashur oppressed them without cause. And now what have I here, declares Yahuwah, that my people are taken away for naught. Those who rule over them make them wail, declares Yahuwah. And my name is despised all day continually. Therefore my people shall know my name in that day, for I am the one who is speaking. See, it is I. How pleasant upon the mountains are the feet of him who brings good news, who proclaims peace, who brings good news and proclaims deliverance, who says to Zion, your Elohim reigns. The voice of your watchmen, they shall lift up their voices, together they shout for joy, because eye to eye they see the return of Yahuwah to Zion. Break forth into joy, sing together, you waste places of Jerusalem. For Yahuwah shall comfort his people, he shall redeem Jerusalem. Yahuwah shall lay bare his Kadesh arm in the days of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the deliverance of our Elohim. Turn aside, come out from there, touch not the unclean, come out of her midst. Be clean, you who bear the vessels of Yahuwah. For you shall not come out in haste, nor go in flight. For Yahuwah is going before you, and the Elohim of Israel is your rear guard. See, my servant shall work wisely, he shall be exalted and lifted up and very high. As many were astonished at you, so that his figurement beyond any man's, and his form beyond the sons of men, he shall likewise startle many nations. Sovereigns shut their mouths at him, for what had not been what had not been recounted to them, they shall see, and what they had not heard, they shall understand. And chapter 53, our last chapter today. Who has believed our report, and to whom was the arm of Yahuwah revealed? For he grew up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of dry ground. He has no form or splendor that we should look upon him, nor appearance that we should desire him. Despised and rejected by men, a man of pains and knowing sickness, and as one from whom the face is hidden, being despised, and we did not consider him. Truly he has borne our sicknesses and carried our pains, yet we reckoned him stricken, smitten by Elohim, and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our wickednesses. The chastisement for our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. We all, like sheep, went astray. Each one of us has turned to his own way. And Yahuwah has laid on him the wickedness of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, but he did not open his mouth. He was led as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, but he did not open his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And as for his generation, who considered that he shall be cut off from the land of the living? For the transgression of my people he was stricken. He was appointed a grave with the wicked, and with the rich at his death, because he has done no violence, nor was deceit in his mouth. But Yahuwah was pleased to crush him. He laid sickness on him, that when he made himself an offering for guilt, he would see a seed. He would prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahuwah prosper in his hand. From the suffering of his life he would see light and be satisfied. Through his knowledge my righteous servant makes many righteous, and he bears their wickednesses. Therefore I give him a portion among the great, and he divides the spoil with the strong, because he poured out his being unto death, and he was counted with the transgressors. And he bore the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. Great prophecy about the Messiah right there. And great reading today, which that wraps it up. Thank you for joining, and I encourage you to read for yourself. And peace and blessings and love to you, friend. See you in the next one.